Hello and welcome to Recreation Television. We're here to help you move, splash, learn, and explore through programs from Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism. Well, I'm standing here in front of the giant net trampoline at Treetop Quest, the newest signature attraction here at Explore Park. And so far we've had over 4,000 visitors come and experience this unique aerial obstacle course. We hope to see you out here soon. We'll give you a preview on today's show. We'll also take a look at some exciting new special events this fall at Explore Park and throughout our park system. One of them is Scare Quest here at Treetop Quest, and the other Illuminites here at Explore Park, the area's largest holiday lights show. We'll also look at some indoor ways to move as well with a cycling class at Brambleton Center and so much more coming up. But first, I talked with Department Director Doug Blunt. I'm joined by Director of Parks, Recreation, and Tourism, Doug Blunt. And Doug, it's not every day you get to open a new park, is it?
No, it's not. And this is a really exciting opportunity that we will be doing at the end of this September. It'll be the opening of Hinchy Park and Hinchy Trail, which will be Roanoke County's connector into Carvin's Cove. This has been a wonderful partnership with Nancy Pace and her family, the Pathfinders for Greenways, and Roanoke City.
Talk about how Hinchy Park really supplements the greenway system throughout the valley, which is really growing at a rapid pace.
It is, and what this does is it will be able to link up the Hanging Rock Battlefield Trail into Hinchy Trail and then to Carvin's Cove. So it really is connecting a very urban area with the city of Salem into the more rural part of Roanoke County.
And it's also, as you mentioned, thanks to a very generous donation of land to Roanoke County and to the Greenways system. Talk about the importance of those partnerships, such as that land donation.
Well, to be able to develop a park system, it's very difficult to be able to buy the land that you necessarily need to be able to build large tracts of parkland. With this particular new park, it's approximately 250 acres. It does take partners working together to be able to leverage resources in terms of grant money, but also donations, and then very generous land donations from landowners to be able to have the same common type of vision for being able to expand outdoor recreation.
And partnerships is a common theme, not only for this park, but of course at Explore Park, where we're working with several different vendors. How have those public-private partnerships really helped that facility grow and take off?
Well, again, you're able to leverage your resources, and you're able to bring people to the table that want to be able to expand recreation and be able to do it together. And at Explorer Park, this has just opened so many new doors that otherwise we wouldn't have been able to offer services like camping and being able to have retail food and beverage vendors such as Twin Creeks Brewing Company without the generosity of seeing a vision for facilities, but also being able to partner to be able to make it a reality.
And nonprofit partners as well. Center in the Square is a partner, as we're going to talk later on this program with our big Christmas event, Illuminites, and other local volunteer groups. Let's move from that partnership style to our athletics department, which really relies on that community support to run our leagues.
Well, we do, and we can't offer youth sports without all of our volunteer coaches, volunteers that help to administer the recreation clubs. It takes all of us together to be able to offer a very robust recreation program for youth sports. We do have this upcoming fall will be registration for winter sports, which is basketball, and very excited to be able to offer girls and boys basketball. And it's hard to believe that it's that time of the year again to start thinking about cold weather in the indoors, but it will be here before we know it. Fortunately,
Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism has a lot of indoor activities as well as outdoor to keep you moving and active this fall. Doug, thanks. It's about reminding us about the value of partnerships and how important they are to this department.
Thank you, Scott.
I'm joined by Ben Crowley. He's the outdoor program supervisor here at Explore Park. And Ben, a few months ago, we launched what is our signature attraction here called Treetop Quest. If you haven't been out on the course, it's something you've got to experience. What is so unique and special about Treetop Quest here at Explore Park?
Well, Scott, Treetop Quest is comprised of basically 5 courses, 3 monkey climbs, and a 1,500 square foot trampoline. One of our courses is designed for 4 to 6 year olds. It's a little lower to the ground and easier for guides and parents to assist with. Our other 4 courses are comprised of walking elements, which go around objects, shaky bridges, lines, things like that nature. And our trampoline is for the 4 to 6 year olds also. And then to wrap it all up, we have 3 monkey climbs, which is sort of like a climbing wall wrapped around a tree, and all ages can enjoy that.
And one of the reasons that the course is available for as young as age 4 is our continuous belay system. Can you tell folks what that is?
Sure. Away with the lobster claw, double carabiner ropes courses, we now have one single tethered hook that enters the course at the beginning, and you are continuously on the course with that hook, going around trees and all of your obstacles until you are off the course.
And once you're on, you can't get unhooked until you're finished with the obstacles.
That is correct.
Now, each of the levels on the main course has between 10 and 15 different obstacles that you can experience from tree to tree. Some of those are zip lines, some of those are rope ladders, and various elements, correct?
Correct, yes.
And so it works a little bit different than a guided aerial adventure course or a guided zip line course. You're on your own, and you're really getting to challenge yourself in a unique way.
That's correct, yeah. We do have guides that are around, and they are in monitored locations, so if anybody does need assistance, we're always there to help.
Well, Treetop Quest is truly an exciting family adventure, and now Halloween is just around the corner. In October, we've got a special event planned here at Treetop Quest as well. It's called Scare Quest, and it'll allow you to do some nighttime climbing and zipping. Tell us about what that experience might be like.
We will have our course open at night, and there will be participants from 4 and up also with that, and the younger crowd will come, 4 to 6 will come a little bit earlier, and they will get a story and go through their course, where the 7 and up will come a little bit later when it gets a little darker, a little more spooky, and they can choose within 2 levels of a story, either a low scare or a high scare, and they will pick a course that coordinates with that story, and they will go through the course with nothing but a headlamp on their helmet.
As someone who's done adventure courses much of their life, what's the difference in climbing at night?
Your perception is a little bit different of where things are. You get a lot of the night noises going on. There's a lot more shadow. It completely changes the course from the way it looks during the daytime. Scare
Quest is truly an immersive and interactive experience. You actually start your journey up at our visitor center, where you'll be interacting with an actor along a storyline where you'll actually get to experience the ghost story yourself and be part of that story before you come down to the course. Experience Scare Quest. The course, Treetop Quest, fantastic place. It's even better at night, so you don't want to miss that. I'm joined by Outdoor Services Manager Greg Martin. And Greg, we really expanded our outdoor education and adventure lineup, especially as Explore Park has continued to grow. And new this fall, we've added something called Adventure Academy. Tell folks what that is.
Sure, Scott. For $15 a family or per person, folks can sign up and get credit for all the different outdoor education adventure programs that they sign up with the county. It could be swim lessons at Green Ridge, it could be summer camps at Camp Roanoke or Explorer Park, it could be environmental education opportunities with our practitioners here on site or with the National Park Service, a really wide range of activities. With that $15, folks get a decal patch with individual icon patches that represent each of the activities that they're participating in. They also get an adventure log where they can record their experiences and answer questions that they'll be given by instructors and workshop leaders. And upon completion of this, they can receive an annual adventure pass here at Explorer Park.
Well, what's an adventure pass get you at Explorer Park?
It gets you 10% off of Treetop Quest opportunities, 10% off merchandise in the gift shop, with the exclusion of artisan wares.
Okay.
Unlimited free disc golf play at Mayflower Hills, which is right down the road, and also free parking to all of our paid lots here at the park.
Sounds fantastic, and it's a really great way to encourage you to explore new things. Talk about that. There are 16 patches, and you have to complete the patch by earning 12 of them, is that correct?
That's correct, 12 out of the 16. And again, it can be anything from hiking to whitewater kayaking to canoeing to environmental education. Also, races you can get credit for volunteering to help clean up the park or at other parks within our department.
One of my favorite things about the Adventure Academy is you can either choose to do it as an individual or you can choose to do it as a family. Talk about how that can really expand your horizons in exploring the outdoors.
Sure. I think one of the biggest perks with families is that it's a together activity that they can do. No pressure, geared on fun, geared on education. It's something that they can take with them, they can learn about and experience, and then take that with them to their home lives and hopefully incorporate what they've learned, whether it be recycling, sustainability, adventure, getting on trails more. Really geared to expose them to the outdoors and then have them carry that through the other parts of their life.
So let's look at a perfect weekend, a typical weekend. You could fulfill several of those patches just in a weekend here at Explore Park. You go camping, you participate in Treetop Quest, maybe you go tubing on the river with Blue Mountain Adventures, you take part in a naturalist education course. You could get 4 of your patches, 5 of them knocked out just by coming to Explore Park and spending the night. Greg, it's a fantastic program. You can find out more about it at explorepark.org/academy. Fall is an exciting time here at Explore Park. We get many Parkway travelers stopping in here to look at the leaves and enjoy all of the activities here. There's going to be a brand new one we're very excited about, and it is the Twin Creeks Brew Pub. As you see right behind me, Brew Tavern is being transformed as we speak. With me is Andy Bishop from Twin Creeks. Andy, tell us what the progress is to this point.
Well, so far we're repainting the entire inside. We're working on getting some equipment to bring up the kitchen so we can have a really cool restaurant space. We're working on getting custom furniture built. We're doing that ourselves, period, all wood and so forth. And then just right over to here, we're installing our gas fire pits out on the front lawn.
And I'm glad you talked about that because that's one of the distinguishing features of not only this new restaurant, but Explore Park, being outside, seeing the beauty of nature. And there are few other places in the Roanoke Valley you'd be able to have fresh beer and be this close to nature. Talk more about what's going on outside.
Oh, sure. Our plan is for this to be an outdoor space to complement the outdoor amenities that are here in the park.
Exactly.
Like as I said, we're having fire pits on the front porch. The front window will be a serving station. You just walk right up, get a beer. We'll have table service or fire pit service for food, if you will, and live music hosted out here on the lawn. So bring your chair, grab you a bite to eat, and have a good fresh craft beer.
And we are right here in the middle of Explore Park where you can access 14 miles of hiking and biking trails, 1.5 miles of river frontage on the beautiful Roanoke River. You could paddle up to the river and find your way here to the brewery even.
Absolutely.
All right, tell us about what people should expect going forward. You're going to actually have some food here as well.
We are, yeah. We're opening up the restaurant again. This was a tavern and a restaurant for many years. I think it closed down in the '07, so it's been a while, but we're modernizing it, and we're having simple, clean, fresh foods, concentrating on things like burgers and shareable sides, and always the craft beer.
And of course, the beverages, you've also got different beverages than you'll
we
have
do.
downtown.
Yes, in the downstairs area, rather, we are actually creating a Virginia wine and cider bar. So you'll have all Virginia products, ciders, some good wines to complement the beers that we will make here on site.
And the ones on site here are maybe some different brews than you have down at downtown Vinton?
Absolutely. A lot of different techniques we're going to use, using some fresh herbs and so forth to do more of a farmhouse style ales and so forth. But we're also going to bring up some of our more popular flagship beers from Pollard Street in downtown Vinton and serve them here as well.
So this fall, when it's all complete here in a matter of weeks, you're going to have a beautiful venue both indoors and out, and it's really going to be a recreation hotspot for the region.
Absolutely.
So now let's go ahead and take a look inside and see some of
do
the
it.
progress so far.
All right.
Really feel the history in the building.
Yes. So we're getting the painting done. All this area has been brightened up. And here we're going to have a large dining area and gathering space. Just down the hall will be a serving station with service inside and barrels for standing area and so forth. So upstairs will be more overflow space and then private event. And then right below us is the original tavern, which will be the Virginia Wine and Cider Bar.
Now on this floor, structurally, not many actual changes. You're freshening it up, painting.
Right. We're not changing anything. We want to respect the integrity and the history of the building. Only thing we're doing is cleaning and painting and putting our stuff in.
All right, so I'm in here. I want to grab a beer. Where do I go first?
Right through here. This will be the serving area. We're going to have a nice bar set up here for a serving station. It'll be made with whiskey barrels, rather.
Oh, neat.
We're also going to use barrels for standing area over here. So this is just kind of a gathering, talking with your friends, getting a craft beer, and then heading out either to one of the dining areas or out on the front lawn to the fire pits.
In my favorite place, you've got your serving area for the indoors. You also, just in the next room, you have serving area for outdoors.
Yeah, this front room we're going to utilize as kind of the back bar area, so you'll be able to get service here as well through one of the front windows up on the porch.
All right, let's go take our beverage into the next room.
Let's do it. And this staircase goes all 3 levels. It's almost like a grand staircase, if you will.
It's hard to believe, but 200 years ago, the bottom floor was actually the bar in the historic tavern.
Yes, it was, and we're going to use it for that again. We're going to have the Virginia wine and cider bar, and this is the serving area back here. We'll have Virginia ciders on tap and all the good wines, light, dark, red, whatever you want.
The thing that strikes me about this room especially is the contrast between the ancient historic stonework and historic wood, and of course there's going to be a modern wine bar. There's nothing else like it here.
No, it's going to be a really cool place, both in feel and temperature, because it's a great place in the summer down here. But we're going to have tables out here with stools that people can sit and have their wine or their cider, or they could bring a craft beer that we make here down and enjoy that with their friends.
And we're back outside again, and this is really the beauty of this location, the proximity to nature. And to my right, there's a serving window. You'll be able to walk right up. Talk about that experience.
Sure, after you empty your glass around the fire pits or listening to a band on the knoll right there, come up to the window and get a refill and head right back out and have some more fun.
Well, the Twin Creeks Brew Pub opens up this fall, so we can't wait for it to happen here at Explore Park. Andy Bishop, we're very excited to have you on board.
Thanks for having us.
We're on the rooftop at Center in the Square here in downtown Roanoke, and I'm joined by Tara Marciniak, who's Director of Institutional Advancement for Center in the Square, and we're here to talk about the biggest event of the holiday season in our region, in the entire Virginia's Blue Ridge. It's called Illuminates. Tara, talk about how this partnership with Center in the Square got started.
Well, it actually got started before I came on board with Center in the Square, but my understanding was Dr. Sears and Doug Blunt both had the same type of idea to draw more people to the area and to give them a memorable experience, and also to use it as a fundraiser for both organizations.
So, Illuminates is a walk-through light show that's at Explore Park. It's going to be running from November 29th all the way through January 1st on 26 select nights. And what are people going to experience when they come to Illuminates?
Oh, I think awesome memories are going to be made over at Explore Park. Already there's a lot of magic just in walking through a beautifully lit forest, but now we're going to have giant ornaments and tunnels of light that people can walk under. There's even going to be a maze that whole families can walk through that'll be lit. It's just going to be a tremendous experience with great food and activities for the kids too.
Not to mention the music to get you in the spirit, snow machines, all you could imagine to conjure up images of holiday warmth out at Explore Park. And really, it's also a fundraiser for our 2 organizations. Can you talk about that?
That's right, yeah. So Center in the Square's role was to generate the funds for the light display purchases, and then thankfully Roanoke County is assembling these for both of us, and mostly staffing this event, and of course paving the trail because we can't be out there with our shovels doing that from Center in the Square. So we're very grateful to be partnering. And then on the back end, we're going to be splitting the proceeds 50-50.
And of course, these proceeds helping Center in the Square with their very important mission, serving museums here in town, and the kids that come and enjoy these attractions, like the History Museum, the Science Museum, Pinball Museum, and such.
We have a total of 5 buildings. I think most people don't necessarily know that about Center in the Square. If they're a tourist here, maybe they know our iconic building, but we actually have 5 buildings and 12 organizations total that we support.
Wow. And what I'm holding here looks a little bit strange. This is actually, imagine this is about 15 to 20 feet high and totally glowing and illuminated from all sides. What is this exactly?
So this is a prototype. I think you just named it something behind the scenes. What was the name you gave this guy?
I think it was Joe.
Joe, okay. So this is Joe the raccoon. He is actually going to be about 18 feet tall, and he'll be beautifully lit. It's going to be a wonderful photo opportunity for families to take pictures with him. And we're going to have maybe 3 or 4 more of these kinds of displays.
So unique displays, family activities, music, something you won't want to miss this holiday season. You can find out more about it at explorepark.org/Illuminites. Art instructor Debbie Harris has been inspiring youth with Roanoke County Parks, Recreation, and Tourism for many years. One of the longest tenured instructors we have, in fact, and all of those lives touched is an amazing thing. We've got some new classes coming up this fall to once again inspire them to be creative with art. So let's talk about some of those programs, Debbie. First, you have a program for homeschoolers this fall.
Yes, I have taught with Classical Conversations. It's a homeschool group that's nationwide, and I'm offering art classes for homeschoolers because I do know that that's a real need for homeschoolers. They pretty much focus on the basics. So I'm hoping to get some wonderful homeschoolers in my class so we can create, and this particular class is going to be a sculpture class.
And then we have a public class as well, Relax and Do Art. Talk about that one.
Now the Relax and Do Art class, that's in the afternoon so that all kids can participate. And that particular class, we're going to do much more than art. We're going to do some edible art. We're going to do some face painting and explore lots of different media. It's one of my favorite classes to teach because I just have a lot of freedom on what we're going to do. And I kind of fill out the students to see like what they like, what they want to do. They want to stick with 2D art, 3D art, but definitely all of them like to eat. So.
Always including art in food with your art is a good thing, especially for the kids, but adults as well. Now, the great thing about these classes, they're weekly, so you can explore lots of different types of art. I have in my hand some paper mache. Can you talk about this one?
Yes, we're going to be doing paper mache art, which is a wonderful activity to do if you are a junk collector like me. I collect lots of found objects so that when we do paper mache animals, we can just go through all my junk and say, okay, this would be great for eyes, this would be great for whiskers, and the kids can be very creative with creating their piece.
Turning trash into treasure, of course. Talk about the ages of participation for these classes.
Well, this particular class, as with most of my classes, are ages 5 through 10.
Okay.
And I like to include the variation because everybody works on their own level. So.
And of course, inspiring kids to be more creative in their lives. Having done this for many years, what impresses you about when kids come back and actually turn art into something even bigger in their life and their career?
Oh, I get letters. As a matter of fact, I just got a note from a student last week, one that I taught probably 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And she said that she had majored in art and she was doing art and making a career out of it.
And it might start right here at Green Ridge Recreation Center, so check out those classes. I'm joined by Samantha Patterson. She is a lead trainer and instructor with Kinderdance International, and we're very fortunate that just down the road from Green Ridge Recreation Center is the international headquarters of Kinderdance. So first of all, what is Kinderdance?
So Kinderdance is a developmental dance, motor skills, gymnastics, music, and fitness franchise. So we have multiple programs that focus on those different aspects of movement.
And we're fortunate enough to have you or your team here every Saturday morning with a variety of programs. And what these programs are designed to do is to help kids keep moving, keep fit, develop motor skills as well. Can you talk a little bit about the several levels and the ages they can participate in here at Green Ridge?
So every Saturday we have Kinderdance. That's from 9 to 10 for ages 3 to 5. We're covering the basics of ballet, tap, acrobatics, and creative movement, while also blending in some academic readiness skills, our numbers, colors, shapes, songs. Right after that we have Kinder Tots. It's for age 2. They're doing creative movement and basic acrobatics. And after that we have Kids Yoga for ages 4 to 6. Learning the fundamentals of yoga, mindfulness, breath work, and all of the programs incorporate those educational concepts.
So with the really young ones, I see you've got some tools here, like the pinwheel, things that are bright and shiny that you can really get up there and get them working on their motor skills and their cognitive ability. Can you talk about how getting them outside of the home to develop those skills is important?
Especially for those 2-year-olds, a lot of times we're their first time away from mom or dad, so we start getting them used to social settings, communicating with us, voicing their thoughts. We have a lot of tactile things for them to touch, different textures, getting them used to the classroom setting. And then from that, we build on into the kinder dance where we get more advanced with our concepts.
So as they get older, they can branch off into some different skills. You've got the ballet type of skills, the tap type of skills, and the yoga physical skills. Talk about some of the differences between those, and what do they get as a part of participating in the program?
When they're participating in the kinder dance program, they will start off with a pair of ballet shoes and a leotard and skirt. From there, we're working on ballet skills. We're building over them over the course of the year. When they sign up for kids yoga, we get them set with their kids yoga t-shirt. We supply the mats, and they just come with their bare feet, and we do it.
And not only are they learning a new skill, this is something that can actually transfer to them later on in their childhood.
Yes, especially with our kids yoga program, teaching them to slow their heart rate down, use their breath when they get excited or nervous is definitely techniques that they can use forever throughout their lives.
So a progressive series of programs from Kinder Dance every Saturday here at Green Ridge Recreation Center. If you want to find out more, it's online at RoanokeCountyParks.com. We're here in the Brambleton Center Cycle Studio where I'm joined by Heather Richardson, and Heather teaches cycle as well as bar here at Brambleton. So this is a really unique studio in that it's class style. It's not like a gym where you just show up and hope to get a seat. You have a guaranteed seat in the cycle class. What should someone expect when they come to their first class? Maybe they've never participated in a cycle program before.
When you come in, we'll fit you to a bike. Seat is adjustable, handlebars are adjustable, and we'll explain to you exactly what to expect in a cycle class. I teach to the beat of the music, always a lot of really fun music, and it's 45 minutes long. You'll get a really great cardio workout, and it's a lot of fun, and I encourage everybody to participate.
How do you come up with the music that you play? Is this a set list you've created, or does this come from a program?
It is a set list that I've created, so a lot of my favorite songs, I typically go with what's relevant and add in a few old, you know, maybe from the 80s, the 70s, the 90s, but a lot of it is pop, maybe some hip hop, just lots of fun, upbeat music.
That's something pretty unique too, because a lot of time you'll go to a gym and they're following a scripted program where the music, you know, it's a little more corporate in nature at times.
That's right. I don't follow any program.
Right.
So it is all music that I come up with and all routines that I've come up with as
So
well.
it's a lot of fun, encouraging. They show you how to use the bikes here. Talk about the interactive nature of the program. There's a 55-inch television screen right on the wall. What do you see there?
When you look up at that television screen, you're going to see your bike number, you're going to see your RPMs, and you're going to see where you are in the class as far as rank.
Is it competitive though?
It's not really competitive, only with yourself.
Exactly. All right, what is this type of exercise good for? How are you helping your body by doing a cycle workout as opposed to what some say is a more physical aerobic style workout?
This is easier on your joints.
Okay.
So it's low impact, but it's high cardio and high intensity. It depends on what you want to make it. You don't have to up the gears when I tell you to up the gears. If you're feeling tired on a day, you can keep the gears low and make it your own workout.
So you could work out quite a bit of a sweat, or you could take it at your own pace here in this class. Another one of the great benefits at Brambleton Center, we have several different levels of program. We have workshops that are introductory, workshops coming up this fall, as well as weekly programs. So what should they expect in a weekly program? Does it progress throughout the program?
It does. So we'll start out at the beginning of a session at more of a beginner level and progress as we go.
All right, and it's a lot of fun too. Talk about the encouragement that you give folks during the program.
I try to make it fun, I try to make it positive, I try to make it upbeat, and it's more of a group workout rather than someone coming in, not knowing anybody, and working out one time and leaving.
Do you see the same people time after time?
We do, yeah.
All right, and we hope that you're going to be one of those people as well at Brambleton Center. We also have cycling classes at Green Ridge Recreation Center. Those are drop-in versus the more class-scheduled environment where you sign up for multiple weeks. So look for that all online at RoanokeCountyParks.com. Thanks for watching Recreation Television here on RVTV. We hope that you found a new way to move, splash, and explore your world through programs from Roanoke County Parks. Well, as the weather cools off, there's no better place to be than sitting around a campfire right here at Explore Park, where I'm in the giant net trampoline at Treetop Quest. And let me tell you, it is a lot of fun for kids and adults. Adults can experience the net trampoline at Scare Quest, which is happening in late October. Will be lit up with a black light. You won't want to miss that experience. explorepark.org/scare. And of course, you can see us right here every week on RVTV. See us having so much fun every week. Until next time, we'll see you in the parks.